a white person who got money, you need to help them. You need to help black kids, Mexican kids, Korean kids, whatever. But it needs to be real. And it needs to be before we all die and then you say, oh, I made a mistake. We should have gave them some money. We really should have helped these folks. It's going to be too late. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like, there's too much money here. I mean, nobody should be hitting lotto for 36 million and we got people starving in the streets. That is not idealistic, that's just real. That is just stupid. There's no...
And I know this for a fact. Some of y'all may not know this, but I'm finna school y'all on something.
Ow!
Whenever a company is acquired to make a certain kind of money, depending on what company it is, right? By law, you have the right to have a life insurance policy on
What?
business partners. Let me explain what I mean. Now, technically, Biggie Smalls
What?
and them are independent contractors, okay? If we looking at it and breaking it in the business world. Independent contractors, okay? They actually work up under a company that is funding them, but they're doing the work.
What?
So it's just like if you was to be a contractor and work for Home Depot. You don't work for Home Depot. You are the contractor that they will call to do the work for them, and you will get paid through them, but it's a percentage come out. So now let's get to the life insurance part.
We rap to make money. We do business. Ain't no other record company out there that sold as many records as we did. We outsold Bad Boy, LaFaze, every black record label out there. We outsold them in 1 year. And I'm a convict, and my homeboy just got off a murder case. So that tells you that it's pure talent, no hype.
The life insurance policy go like this: if that particular artist in this fourth scene is projected to make this much money based off the first and second album sales, immediately guaranteed their life insurance policy because of the kind of business venture that they in. So happened that they are record company artists. Now you got the person, even if they is worth $1 million, we can get a life insurance policy. Okay? Automatically, that is in their papers of their contract when they signed it, and a lot of artists don't know that.
What?
So what am I saying here? That when you get a life insurance policy on your business partner, by law, it's not illegal. It's basically almost mandatory.
What?
Because if something happens to that artist or that contractor while they're on the job, you have to still maintain to run the business. And especially if they're a business partner. So the business partners come in.
And when I say this world, I mean it. I don't mean in an ideal sense. I mean in every day, every little thing you do. It's such a gimme. Everybody back off. You know, like everybody's like you taught that from school. Everywhere, big business, you want to be successful.
What y'all have to understand is Tupac was going to make money regardless.
Suge Knight, who was grazed by a bullet.
Dumb.
He was a unique individual that had several talents. Did anybody forget that he was building up his portfolio to be an actor? Let's be clear. Suge didn't have shit to do with Eazy-E dying. That was something higher. If y'all haven't saw the other videos leading up to this last video, I please recommend y'all to go back and check those out because I broke a lot of stuff down in those previous videos. Now, do I think that Puff Daddy dick sucking ass had anything to do with Tupac getting shot 5 times at the Quad Studio back in '94? No. Do I think that Keefy D and them really was the one that shot Tupac? No. Do I think that other people had hits on Suge and Puffy that other people didn't know about that was higher up? Yes. Do I think that they had the money to do it? Yes. Do I think that they had the pull to do it? Yes. My point is, you got to follow the money. That's why I just broke that down to you guys about how they do life insurance and they mix it into contracts, and a lot of these artists do not know or do not understand that. Why you think so many artists on these companies then came up dead or missing? I'm telling y'all the truth, you got to pay attention to this. I understand about it was supposed to have been a Death Row, West and East and all of that stuff. Man, all of that was playoffs. Everybody knew Tupac was going to get his own label. Everybody knew that Biggie was feeling uncomfortable with Puff because Puff was throwing his homosexuality at him and he wasn't into that.
What?
Everybody know the truth. They want to play the game. And he had potential to one day probably get a Tony because he had did a couple of Broadway shows too. All in his 25-year span of his life, he was here. He touched a lot of grounds in his life, so he was going to make it regardless. So with or without the rap, Tupac was going to be that guy. So he just got caught up in a bunch of bullshit because of this so-called East Coast, West Coast beef thing that is really about money and people that was trying to get back. Because you got to follow the money. Who was really going to gain from this? Y'all got to think about this. That's why, see, all these Dre beats and all of that stuff, let me tell you who originally came up with that idea. It was an interview that Eazy-E done like about a year or a couple of months before he passed away. About a good year and a half or two before he passed away. And in that interview, they was asking him what was some of the next things he was going to do with Ruthless Records. Outside of him talking about different artists and things like that, he was saying he was going to go digital then. And that was like between 93 and 95. He was saying he was going to go digital then.
What?
And that he wanted to do something with the headphones and things like that. We turn around 20 plus years later. The bottom line is that when Biggie Small's mama asked for that specific amount of $450 million towards LAPD because she knew Puff had got that insurance money. So it goes the same thing with Tupac mama. Now you got to look at who gained at the end. The original owner, Dr. Dre. One of the original artists, Snoop Dogg. The same guy that they said that didn't have no part in helping with the company because it was drug money. He taking pictures with Suge. I apologize. He taking pictures with Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg.
What?
Follow the money. The only people that would have lost out on this is the people that lost out. Everybody that gained, they was in on it. Pay attention, y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in, and see y'all on the next video.